good morning, and welcome to episode 22 of Timberborn Greedy Armageddon. You join me here today with a completed aqueduct. The whole thing is pretty much done for the most part. Of course, I do plan on changing this once we get this area finished and a little bit of work done on other parts of the map. But anyways, this is all done. I did cut that out. It was about an hour and a half for them to do all of this. This was started. This was a little bit... Stuff happened here as well with the terrain. And then, of course, our bad tide diversion is also complete. So, the only other thing that happened, no longer do we have any scrap metal here or here. So this is all done. And I believe that was it. I don't think anything else happened other than that. So I'm just going to get the game rolling here, because I want to get rid of everything in this bottom layer, because I don't want any beavers getting stuck down here. So we're just going to wait. You know what? I'm going to turn off all of the working hours. There we go. So now everybody, nobody should be working. The only thing that should be happening right now is everybody who still had things in their hand or was just finished picking something up, they should deliver it and then they should leave. So I'm just going to get rid of all of these paths and stairs and ladders and everything here. Let's see, we'll get rid of all of this. I do believe all of the natural resources have been removed. So all of the slopes and natural overhangs should all be gone. So let's see, let's get rid of all of these. Oh, but if I do this, now you're gonna get stuck. Oh, and you as well. Guys, what do we... Oh, because I deleted this path. So this is the only way over here. Gotcha. Okay, well, if you folks would walk just a little bit faster. I know you're thirsty and hungry and all of that, but would be nice. Looks like we've got maybe one more person coming. Yeah. Okay, alright, well, what I'm gonna do here then is just fill all of this in. Let's see, because I don't want anybody getting trapped down here. And this is the only way that's going to absolutely prevent that from happening. From happening. Apologies. It's been a day, so just found out that my car repairs are now encroaching the $6,000 mark. And now they've had it for a week and have just found some more parts that they are missing. So I will be without a car for even longer. So I am just a little bit rattled today. But now let's get rid of this before anybody else comes. There we go. Okay, and we are up to 27 well-being. I assume that's just because I've now given them a bunch of time to go and actually do things. So they are actually doing those things. So let's see, we'll get rid of that. I will just remove all of this, and then once all of this is out, I will put the hours back up. We have plenty of food, so I'm not worried about anything happening, running out of food or water or anything, so they'll be fine. Oh, look at that, we're up to 28. Alrighty. So, let's see if we can't get this level up. Let's see, we'll just do this for now. Get this all put in. Okay, so one thing I do want to do today... Oh wait, did I just do that? Did I just seal that? No. Okay, thought I did there for a second. Okay. So one thing I want to do is put in all of the platforms under our donut here, and then under this mountain and this mountain, so that we can start working on getting rid of those. Now, we are basically out of dirt. We've got 58. So what I want to do is give them another project, of course, that does not require dirt, so that we can build our dirt storage back up, so that when we are ready to come back and finish all of this terrain work, then they'll have plenty of supplies. So I'm just going to get this all in here. This should all be the correct level. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but let's see. So all of this, it's just hard to see while it's all gray. So it is, of course, possible that I made a mistake, but it does look level to me. So yeah, I think that's all right. Let's see. We do need to get, I'm just going to put, a bunch of random paths just to make sure that they can reach everything. Of course, this will all go once everything is put in. We won't need to have paths along this route at all. So we'll just do something like this, although that's not going to get built. So we'll do that. We'll bring this around as well. There we go. So one thing I did do is I removed this dirt block here during the portion that I cut out. And I'm doing that because I wanted to remove this overhang and this platform here in the middle, and I want to replace them with ladders. So I think they're triple platforms? Yes. Okay, so what then I'm going to do is put a ladder in here, get this all connected, and now we have a way to get down into this mine. So I'll put that overhang back and then put that path back. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to pause this ladder because I don't want pretty much any of that being built just yet. So yeah, that'll happen in time. Oh, let's see. Let's get working hours back up to 18. Okay, so now that all of this is in, what I'm going to do is actually just deprioritize all of it, because I don't want any of it happening. So let's see, we'll get all of that. Perfect. I do, however, want this and this regular priority, and then this to be highest priority. There we go. So all of this did get done in the part that I cut out as well. So our bad tide diversion is complete for this area. Let's see, they are taking logs out of that. That's fine. Okay, so what else happened? Oh, this area, this all completed. So all I want to do now is kind of just straighten this out a little bit, so that we can actually use this little island here. So yeah, that will be fine. We do also we also need more bad butter. So let's see, we'll just do that for now. We'll just keep all 10 of them in there. One thing I do want to do very badly, or well, not want, absolutely need to do, is get this efficient mine going as quickly as possible. And I can't remember what the recipes are, so let's just do the, we'll just do the treated plank recipe, so just regular scrap metal. That is just because I want to use all of the extract that we have for the tunneling. I don't want to have to worry about producing enough to furnish a mine. So what we're going to do is we'll come down here to this level, and then we'll just get all of these platforms laid in. And I'm gonna leave the slope that's right here in, just for now, in case they do decide to go up and build farther in from the top, since they'll be able to reach everything. So all of that can go. All of this will go. Alright. Let's get all of this in. Oh boy. Okay. Just about done here. And there we go. Okay, so that should all happen hopefully sooner rather than later. So let's get all the way back up here. Now, one thing we absolutely need to do is get going with water production, or I guess water filtration through the bad water, because there is definitely not enough water in this reservoir to last 70 more days. So one thing, what I'm going to do that I said I didn't want to do when this drought started, was just put in a sort of easy way out, if you will, just solution for the bad water filtration. But I'm just going to, unfortunately. It's just it just needs to happen quickly. So I'm just gonna do something like this, because they'll be able to build this from beneath. So this is gonna come in here, this will come here, and then along this way. Then what we're gonna do is levees. Oh boy. Hello. There we go. So levees in here. And then what we'll do is, because we have this extra spot here, I'm just going to pick power up from the side of the smelter here. And then I need to bring platforms along this way and then here. So, you know what? Actually, I think we can save a couple platforms if we just use the roof of this storage here. They should be able to build that, so we'll see. I may be proven wrong. So this is going to come here, and then the deep mechanical fluid pump needs to come here. Hopefully this dynamite gets done. Oh, it just needs to be constructed, and there it is. Fantastic. Detonate. Okay, so now that straw can reach the whole thing. We do need to get power connected here, so we'll do one of those and then one of them. I do believe they will not be able to build the mechanical fluid pump, so I think I'll need to put in a ladder for that. But other than that, I do want to get all of this to a high priority, and then pretty much all of this to a very high priority. That's because we only have 316 logs. Or, 316 logs. That would be bad if we had 316 logs. 316 metal blocks, and each of these takes 30. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So 210. So that should be fine. And then this takes 25. So 235 plus these is probably 20 something. So I think we'll have enough. I hope we'll have enough. So let's see. Let's also just put in a ladder here so that they can reach this pump. And that should do it. So that means I need to click on the pump here and make sure we are filtering water so that bad water isn't put into our very clean reservoir. That would not be fun. So let's see. It might be beneficial, honestly, if we put in a sluice here. just to make sure. Let's say like close above contamination of 1%. I think we'll do that. So then, yeah, we'll do that just to be safe. And then, of course, have nothing to do with downstream depth. Because we're not worried about that. We want this to fill as much as possible. So, perfect. They have made amazing, amazing. It's almost done. I just lost the word that I was going to say. They've done a lot of work on this, is what I really meant to say. But anyways, let's see. So this should be done. Yeah, and as I figured, it is too far. So this ladder is going to need to be prioritized, or else the pump can't be built, and we've done all this for nothing. So there's that. Oh, and the mine's already running? Wow. They built this so fast. Okay. So, anyways, what we'll do is unpause. Let's just do these 4. I'm not 100% sure if one mine can support 4 smelters. But you know what? I guess we're just gonna have to find out, and that's fine. So let's see. We are just about done, looks like, with the levees on one side. These probably actually don't. Okay, well, that's fine. I do want to start laying out dynamite for this level. So what I think I would like to have this look like is these out. I think I want this to be 3 wide. Yeah, we'll do 3 wide. Okay, so this all needs to be 2, not that. If we come down here, this all needs to be 2, this needs to be 1, this needs to be done with tunnels, so we'll do that. That can go. Let's see, if we bring in this here, so then these 3 need to be removed. There we go. Let's, you know what, actually, yeah, let's just do this too. We'll get rid of all of this because it's no longer these 2 are necessary. So we'll get rid of everything else. Perfect. So we'll have them pick all that up. And then I think the water level is actually lower than the... Oh no, this is low. Okay, so maybe then what we do, instead of having this operational, what we do is just kind of wait for the water level here to go below this levee. Yeah, because this is actually a drain. So if I go here into the developer mode, we can see that the strength of this water source is -1. So yeah, we don't want water to go in here because then it will leave the map, essentially. And we're trying to collect as much water. So anyways, out of developer mode in here, just to make sure we don't cheat, even though I wouldn't, but let's see. Okay, so we'll delete that pillar as well. Let's see, let's go back up here, and I'm actually just going to pause this now. So let's see, this can get done. I'm going to delete this ladder because it's not necessary. Just waiting on this to be completed, which is perfect. Just fine. So let's see, this I also wanted to bring around here. So we'll do something like this, something like that, and then fill this in as well. Perfect. So yeah, now we've got a bunch of space up here. So let's see, this. Let's do this way. And then I know I was trying to save dirt, but I'm going to do that just so that we can reach this and this. I did actually intend on filling this in with dirt. So let's see, we've got just about 600. So we'll just do it instead. We'll just do it anyways. Oh, I did also delete the suspension bridge, so that needs to be put back in. All right. Oh, what am I doing? Oh wait, no, this is supposed to come out an extra level. Another one. There we go. Okay, so that's perfect then. I guess I could actually just unpause this because it's not going to use power, right? Yeah, power input is 0, yeah, because there's no bad water here. So I could just remove this and then lose this half block of water, but I think it's better not to. Let's see. So yeah, I think that's better not to. Okay, so what I'm also going to do is bring this up here. So we will highest priority this one, which means I need to bring a path along this way. And I think what I'm actually going to need to do is delete those and reorient them. Yeah, okay. So that needs to be done. This is what, like an eighth of a block of water? Can we do this? That's gonna speed up the water consumption considerably. So we'll do that. I do also want to remove this mountain range here, so that we can kind of redo this area and redo how the water comes in. So we'll do that momentarily. Let's see, did my idea work? Somewhat, I think, maybe. I think it's working. I mean, we've definitely collected just about 1,000 water. It went from 26 to 27,000, so probably. Let's see. You know what? I think what we're just gonna do here. Yeah, we'll just do this. That's fine. It's really not much water anyways. So that all needs to be collected as well. I do want to know what else is high prioritized, because it doesn't look like they've done any of this. Oh, wow. Look at the dent that they've made on this one. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, I am also going to bring a path here just to absolutely make sure that they can do that. And see, yeah, they're using this slope to do all of this versus just doing one outer layer at a time. Amazing. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Oh, and they are doing this. Okay, fantastic. And we're still going up. 756 up from, we had like 50, I think. 50 or 60. I do also want to move that and get rid of these. And then ideally we'll have this just go all the way along here. We do also need to get rid of all of this, so let's just do that. Just get rid of that. We're not using it anymore. Get rid of that layer and this layer as well. So if we could just come and collect all of that. I do want to get all of this rubble off the ground because I know that we need logs. Not necessarily desperately. We are sufficient enough. But I would really like to have a little bit more than 400. So that will happen. You know what? We'll just do all of this. Okay, and then all of that as well. These are mostly planks, so that will be fine. Yeah, and they are doing this just very slowly. But that does mean, however, that I need to put in a double platform here so that they're able to reach the other side. So that will happen. What else needs to happen? I do want to move most of this so that we can extend the aquatic farming area here. I did also have an idea. So I thought about, and I'm just not sure how well this would all be irrigated. But if we did something like this, and then used like along this whole reservoir here, and then of course just leaving a space here for water to drain off, and then I know we'll need pillars as well to come up and support, because they can only go out 3 from a support. But anyways, I'm just not sure how well this would be irrigated, but it would be a very good use of just space. So yeah, I'm just going to delete this because I don't know how, I don't want them to build it. Not that I think that they will, they've got plenty of things to do, but I still don't want it to happen just yet. One thing, maybe do I need to have more log storage over here? Oh no, they've got log storage over here. They're just electing to bring it elsewhere. Okay, alright, fine. Maybe if I give them a shorter path? Will that be better? Yeah. Okay, so looks like this is all done as well. And they've started on this too. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And we are up to 850 dirt. Both of these are running. So kind of interesting that this is running fairly slowly, or increasing slowly. But I guess each is only working about 50%. So that would be why. Let's see. So this... Oh, does this not work as a drain during a drought? Oh yeah, current strength is 0. Ooh. Okay. Didn't know that. Alright, let's get out of dev mode here. I do also want to pause all of these because we unpaused them so that the water level would go down, but no longer necessary to have all of them. So, let's see. Is that... Yeah, almost done here. I did want to do this one. There we go. And then this needs to come. There we go. So I'm just going to do this one as well. So they should be able to do all of that now. I am going to bring this path across. So now all of that's connected. Let's see if we just get all of this connected as well. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's see. Maybe we should start looking for another place for all of this. So let's see what I could do. Is how many of these do we have? So we have 6, but we're only using 3. So maybe let's just put 6 back in. It's fine. We'll do something like this. So what? 6. Oh wow, and it's the perfect length. Amazing. Okay, so I do want to put then these here. Although I guess I might not need these. So we'll just do that for now. I'm gonna put each of the 6, that was right the first time, fluid dumps here, and then the path will go here. And then we'll have 2 of the fluid tanks right here. There we go. And then we'll just have a ladder. I'm not worried about blocking this path because I don't think it doesn't go anywhere, so they shouldn't be using it. So we'll just do that. These are all highest priority, yes. So this is all going to be workplace priority. Highest workplace priority. There we go. And last one, perfect. Okay. Now I am just going to prioritize all of this so that we can get a move on getting everything out. So, let's see, now we're up to almost 900 logs, probably with a good majority of it being what was here. So, let's see, can we also get working on removing some of these? If I can click the button, thank you. I do believe I'm also going to need to bring a ladder down here so that we can remove this one. Yeah, so let's do that. Okay, you can go now too. And then this one will go. So we'll just mark it for demolition for now. So then, there we go. Now it can be prioritized. Let's also fix this path just so it's just straighter. There we go. Okay, so this will definitely be done sometime within 60 days, so I'm not worried. This can also be collected, and so can this, although that's not reachable. That's fine, we can just do these two. 12 dirt isn't going to be detrimental. Okay, so let's see. Do we... Yeah, I think we do feel the need to turn this on, so let's just do that. We'll do all three. Why not? Why not? Yeah, and look at that. We are producing filtered water. Fantastic. And I do just want to double check that all of these are not set up correctly. Thankfully I did that. Okay. So this one needs to be closed when contamination is below 1%. So there we go, it auto closed. So this one needs to be closed above contamination 1%. Wow. Yeah. So glad I checked on that. Okay. So let's see. What's our power production? Just out of curiosity. 24,000 and climbing. Wow. Are we gonna flood here? Okay, let's just pause one of these. There we go. Just to be safe. Let's see. 33,000 and climbing. Wow. 35. 36. 37. That's fantastic. Okay, this is so much power. And look at all of this that they've done. That's fantastic. And I'm really not worried about the plank production because we're going to get all of these back. So that'll happen. That'll be fine. Whenever it happens, it'll happen. So let's see. Let's do this now so that we can ensure that everything is reachable. All of that. Okay, I think we can now delete this slope. So, yeah, let's do that. We'll just demolish you. Maybe I just don't set a priority to it. I think that's what we do instead. Okay, so, let's see. Let's come back over here. Let's check on this. That's... yeah, they're working on that. Okay, that's fine. I would like to see what the flow rate is through this. Because I'm wondering if it's worth putting all of this dirt in and then all of the explosives as well. Just to see, like, there's water over here and there doesn't need to be. So, I think we'll leave it. I think it'll be fine. At least we're producing some water. So you know what, actually, let's just close this sluice. And then this sluice No. What we're gonna do is pause these two large water pumps. And just let this fill up just a little bit. So you should definitely be getting full power. Okay, so let's see. Can we turn on... Oh, I guess now that everything's settled down, yeah, we're down to 18,000 in power production. So let's see. If we turn this third one on, maybe give it 2 or 3 days to go up to its peak and then come back down to what it should be nominal. So let's see. To 260, 270, 275. Going down just a little bit. Now, also, something to remember, we do have this bad water source. And I know that, let's see if I can scroll down here and turn this guy on. That it will actually make these produce just a little bit more. So let's see, 200 and 310-ish. 320, 330, 40. Down to up to 40 again. 45. Okay, alright. Alright, well, you know, good enough for me. We are back up to 35,000 HP in production. But of course, this does, I think, need to come down just a little bit. I'm not sure. I did see 37 for a second, but now we're back up to 39. Okay. Alright, well, each of these are producing 320. These should be producing, yeah, equal, but a little bit more from this bad water source here. Okay. Oh yeah, let's get these detonated. There we go. So that we can get all of this removed. Perfect. Okay, so one thing I do want to do is get rid of this wall here. I wasn't intending to make this a full project. What I wanted to do was just have this come down across and then back up, and then it would run off the map. But of course I had an idea, so now I need to make that idea happen. And of course we're gonna make it out of dirt. The one thing that we don't have barely any of, although we've got 1,200 in climbing. But regardless, we were trying to save that, so maybe we'll just do this another time. Yeah, we'll just have to do that another time. So let's see, what can we do now? Check on this. They've done so much. Fantastic. Okay, let's go back up here. And let's do this. So, this level needs to be brought down. So I'm just going to come in here with tunnels and landscaping, not in storages. So we'll do something like this. And I haven't tested this, so I'm interested to see if deleting the tunnels underneath will also delete the ruins. I know it deletes the terrain that's on top of it, but I'm not sure that it deletes the ruins. So that will be interesting to see. That'll be a little test that we can do. So we'll come in here and get all of this in. Because we also need to work on this. I've kind of been avoiding this for a while because I know that it's going to take quite a bit of time. And I threw around the idea of just cutting it out like I have been, or having it go on in the background. And I think I might rather do it in the background, so we'll see. There is quite a few things that the beavers need to do, so Maybe. We'll see. Also, one thing I'm going to do for now, once all of this tunnel is out and everything, speaking of tunneling out though, I do need to come up here and remove all of this. There we go, so that nothing is connected to that and it can all go. Once all of the tunnels have been put in and I can remove them, what I'm going to do is just do basically just like a wall of levees, so that all of this water just flows off the map until we're ready to actually do something with it. So we'll just get the rest of this put in here. There we go. Get the rest of this put in here. And I'm really not worried about losing all of this scrap metal that's up here because we've already got a mine running. Which I guess is one thing I should have checked on to see if one mine running would have supported all 4 of those smelters that we had going on. So we shall see here momentarily. Let's get all of this. There we go. I think that is everything. I think so. Looks like it. Yeah. So, I do want to start getting in here, though. So, maybe what we'll do is set this one. We'll just delete one of these. We'll set this to scrap metal and then supply. We don't have the extra beavers, however, but I think we'll be fine. We just gotta get going with it. So, what we'll do is come in here with a ladder. Let's see. You know what? Let's put some terrain here. I know I said I was trying to avoid it, but you know, we'll be fine. Okay, so that's all now connected. Let's get all of this prioritized. Wow, we are lagging quite a bit today. Okay, so get all of this prioritized as well. What I'm going to do is, let's see if one-time speed while we're working with things here. Oh, perfect. All of this is already marked for cutting. So what I'm just going to do now is put a lumberjack flag right here. And then get you connected. Perfect. So now hopefully once all of this gets connected, we'll be able to just start working on the trees that are down here. I do also want to mark all of these for removal. Let's see, I think that's all of them. Oh no, this one needs to be demolished. This one also. Boy, oh boy. Okay, so yeah, you guys aren't reachable. So that means we need ladder, and I think just a platform here. There we go. Because then they should just be able to walk across this to get to that. Perfect. Okay, so I am also going to high prioritize all of the blockages. So let's see, we'll do that, this one, thank you. That should be all of them. Okay, and then we'll do the lumberjack as well. You know what, let's see if, man, they haven't started on this? Oh, probably because I'm only on one-time speed. Let's see if we can get all of this removed as well. I want to know if I put in a metal scavenger flag, if it will block any of the... No, it doesn't. Okay. Alright, so I do also want to put in... I think, you know what we'll do is something like this. And then here we'll do ladder. Because now, yeah, we can reach all of that too. And then we can also reach the bottom. Fantastic. Alrighty then. Okay, so yeah, let's get back up to 3 times speed here. And look at that, we do have people coming over with dirt. Fantastic. Let's see if we can't collect all of this too. All right, and then that was done, so let's do these two. And then we'll need like a ladder to get down here to do this one. And I think there's one. Oh no, it's just that one. Okay, that's fine. Let's see, can we should be able to reach this. Let me bring a path across here and get rid of that one. Fantastic. Where are they going with logs? Oh, they're doing all of this. Okay, alright, that's fine. I guess I did tell them to do that, so, you know. I think I'm gonna need a way to get up here. I think they might. Oh, this also needs a lumberjack flag and a scavenger flag. So we'll just do that really quick. We'll do you right there. You need a platform. Then a metal scavenger flag. There we go. So then we'll have prioritize these three. Fantastic. Okay. And then no, they don't need a way to get up there because they can just walk in from this side. And hopefully this side as well. Perfect. Okay. Well, that's fine. Oh, I prioritized the jobs, but not the buildings. Okay. Alright, well, let's just do that really quick. Who has nothing to do in range? Oh, because your platform has not been built. Okay, so let's get over here and check on how we're doing here. Water level doesn't look great. Let's see if we just open this really quick and then close and then auto. This is at 0.09. Okay. How much have we come up here? Oh wow, and this is done too. Fantastic. Okay, so this is up to just under 2 blocks. You know what, let's just do this. We'll just open this and let it fill up. Okay, what I do also need to do is bring storages over here for extract and explosives. What else do these need? Planks. Oh geez, wait, let me move this over. Actually, let's just delete the path. There we go. So this needs an underground warehouse for planks. We'll do that. Wow, we are lagging very hard today. Don't like that. Okay, so this just needs to be built as well. So hopefully that happens sooner rather than later. This needs to be built. Let's see, this terrain has been put in, just needs to be constructed. Okay, any day, folks. Any day, folks. You just need to be... This just needs to be constructed as well. What are they doing? I haven't prioritized anything else over here, though. Oh, I did prioritize all of this. Yeah, yeah. That would be my doing. I did do all of that, yes. Okay, so let's just give them a second here to get all of this put in. What we can do is delete all of these so that we don't have to worry about pausing these once these start to come in. We'll just have those gone. Okay, so that means we need to move all of these storages as well. And ideally what I'd like to do is build a storage wall in about this area. So that'll happen once we can figure out a permanent solution for this. because I really don't like this. I didn't want this from the start. Then we can think about building a storage wall. So, what I would like to start thinking about doing is we can delete these too. And delete these paths from the top here. I am also going to pause the aquatic farms because they're full anyways. Oh yeah, we gotta do these. Okay, so prioritize obtaining water. This one is prioritize obtain water. Perfect. These are being worked on as well. So let's see. Maybe what we do here is obtain dirt. Because we're going to be using it, so might as well have it over in this area. We are up to 1,600. I think we've got maybe 10 or 11,000. 10,000. Yeah, so that's fine. You now have nothing to do. Awesome. And we are up to 26 injured beavers, which is pretty funny. Let's see, so we can get rid of you. You are set to obtain extract. You are almost done here. Former planks. There we go, somebody just needs to construct this, and I bet you it's not going to happen tonight. I can't wait for update 1.0 to actually come out in the non-experimental branch so that we can mark buildings for prioritization, or mark buildings for hauling during the construction phase. So let's see, we'll do that, and then this is obtain dynamite. Let's see, how are we only at 1,000 dynamite? Huh, okay, so what that means we need to do is come in here and put in another explosives factory. So let's get this built quickly. Let's see, you are just needing to be constructed as well. Hopefully somebody comes to do this quickly because it's only 10%, so it should happen very quickly. See, one of those three. Yes, fantastic. Thank you. Let's get you set to obtaining logs. Fantastic. Okay. So let's see. Is this almost full? Yes. 115 of 180. Fantastic. Okay. I would love to collect all of these things here. But, oh, and all of these too. Jeez. These are probably all just planks though. Planks and maybe a couple logs from where the ladders were. Okay, alright, well that'll happen eventually. That does mean once all of this gets put in that we can, I think what I want to do is fill this in with dirt. So maybe let's just lay that now instead of talking about it. Let's just do it. And that is perfect. So that does mean that I will need to bring this out so that it can come around here. Because that is the intention. That has been the intention. So we'll plan that out here in a second. There we go. Okay, so that doing this does mean that we'll need to come in and make sure all of this is deprioritized so that it doesn't get built. Perfect. Okay, so lowest priority for all of you. There we go. Okay, so what I want this to look like. I might end up having this come down to maybe 2 or 3. I'm not yet sure. But starting here, we'll have it come maybe just to here. So if we come back up, maybe what we'll do is bring it along this way. We'll keep it at 4, yes. Let's see, we'll do something like this. And then maybe what we can do is have it go around this mine. Yeah, we'll have it go around the mine. Because I can't make these, I can't put these any lower. So it's going to have to go somewhere. Yeah, we'll figure that out when we come to it. So, yeah, we'll figure that out. Man, I really was hoping to see this up and running. So, is this still filling up? I feel like it's kind of just stayed as it is. So, all right, well that's fine. I would also maybe like to start thinking about having maybe a second one, a second water pump. Let's go all the way back up. There we go. So that we can start filling this level, and hopefully just be done with all of the fluid dumps. So we'll see. That'll come eventually. Let's see, what's in here? Cattail flour, crackers. Okay, so maybe let's work on getting all of this picked up. Although I'm realizing that I made a mistake. I should not have deleted the grill, because we won't be able to, or what is that, grilled? Yeah, that's regular. Yeah, so we won't be able to pick up the regular spatter dock, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. So yeah, it's just gonna say that there's no storage space available. So what we can do, let's just move these here for now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What we'll do is, we only had one for spatter dock, right? I think so. Yeah. Okay, so we will do one bakery. We'll do it there. And then we'll do a grill here. Yeah. Okay, so then this can come up with a ladder. There we go. Let's get all of that connected. This needs to be cattail crackers. This needs to be grilled spatter dock. Actually, now that I'm seeing that, what is the recipe for maple pastries? Wheat flour and maple syrup. We've got both of those. Okay. All right. Well, let's flip you around and then flip it, and let's get working on maple pastries. Why don't we? Yeah, I think we can. Fantastic. Okay, so this needs to be, we'll make you cattail roots, cattail flour. Spatter dock is here, and grilled spatter dock is, oh wait, I've got 5. Okay, so we'll make this then the regular spatter dock. We'll make this the cattail crackers. We'll make this the grilled spatter dock here. And then we'll make one for maple pastries. There we go. You know what, actually, let's do something like this instead. Let's make one of these here, and then put the bakery here, so that this can be for maple syrup, and then this will be for the maple pastries. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I think, is prioritize this one, and then the ladders, of course, so that we can work on getting the raw spouted duck picked up off the floor. Perfect. And then I'm not worried about the cattail roots because we've got plenty of storage in the cattail flower storage. And then, of course, the grist mill will use the cattail roots. So, we have leveled out at about 39,000 HP, which is absolutely fantastic. So, let's see, how are we looking? Oh, we don't have any planks at all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, wow, look at all that they've done. That's amazing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is come in here and just delete all of this. Okay, I know I just deleted all of the paths, but they'll get through it. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is come in here with this, because this is perfect. Then that can come across, and then we'll do reconnect that. Let's get that's already prioritized. Fantastic. So that means all of this can go. Amazing. So I am now just going to see, what is this? Planks and logs. So let's set this one to export planks. And then we will high prioritize all of this so that this gets collected. Whoa. Okay, all right. So I'll give them a few minutes to do this, and I'm not going to bother them for anything else. What I can do is just come over here, and I'm just going to put in not a dynamite factory, thank you. Some tunnels. We'll do that, and then we'll do it here. Wait a second. That was wrong. There we go. Okay, let's see. So let's do this one, this one, this one. I think that's really kind of it. Yeah, so all of these need to come down as well, but they're not as easily accessible just yet. So yeah, let's do those. And it really doesn't look like they've made a dent, but we have picked up almost 350 and now over 360, so there we go. I think I'm going to also pause maybe 2 of these paper mills, just because we put in so many so that we could build the large windmills quicker, but of course now we don't need to do that, so that's fine. You know what? This is filling up. So maybe what I'd like to do is replace one of these with a dam, so that when it overfills, it just comes along this way. I really don't like how this looks, so I think I might end up changing it just a little bit. But we shall see. I think that's really it for now. All of this, let's see, what is that? Planks. No storage space? What? Okay. Interesting. Why did I set this to logs? This was supposed to be planks. Oh, jeez. Okay. And how are we looking here? Somebody's working there. Okay, let's get you in there. maybe we'll bring a path along this way. And then we can go along here and then down to get a bit more. I would like this to be done sooner rather than later, but it's fine. Where are you coming from? Scavenger flag. Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, and wow, there's more scrap metal in there. Didn't even see that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, let's see. Oh, now we're up to 730 planks. Okay, yeah, so that's fine for now. We have just also crossed over the hour mark, which is normally what I like to end the videos, even though with my track record, I normally end up ending the videos at like an hour and a half. So let's just end it here while I put this ladder in. Just a very big thank you to all of those who watch. I genuinely thank you for your support. And I will see you in episode 23.